Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Carolina Panthers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Oh, a good return up past the 30. They've got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
In the course of the game, we focus on the offense and the defense, and we give lip service to the special teams. It's way bigger than that. The third phase of any football team, and special teams provided the spark to begin this game.
They begin the drive with Charles. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
40-yard line.
Here we go. 6.
Back to throw here. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's third down. You look at this Carolina defense against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
You know, when actors get ready for a scene, they often ask the question, what's my motivation? But what's the motivation of this group?
Oh, no.
What's their mindset? What's the problem that they have? Will they create an identity that allows them to get better?
Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards.
First down, Bears.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
19-18.
A toss play. Here comes Charles. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards to loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
19, Tiger.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's third down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball, and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. And the defense coming through on third down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Now here's Brad Robbins now. Deep to return is Darius Davis. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
11-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. Now Kelly. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw is Kelly. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. The Panthers at 2-4 here in the first half of the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete. You look at this Bears defense. They were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
Kelly. Working the middle of the field. He's got him incomplete. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
A play fake. Now Kelly.
Oh, my
Rifles
goodness.
one, that's going to be intercepted. And the Bears are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
2nd and 11. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by a Cam of Evans.
Get the fuck out of here.
So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Trey Tucker. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
This is similar to baseball where you walk the leadoff hitter and you don't expect him to come around and score. Almost impossible. Anytime a defense has to defend a short field, you usually end up seeing the result we saw, giving up points.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
And I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, all right, time to reset a little bit. And I don't give my team a win one for the Gipper speech, but I do say, look, we haven't got our best football yet, but we are at 500 and we're still in it. Let's try and string a few of these victories together, and we're capable of doing so.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or two towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
The first down carry here for Charles. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Let's go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Moore, the man in motion.
Ready.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Kelly to throw. This is caught by Tucker. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Give him 32 on the play.
That's good for a Panthers first down.
Go.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
A run now for the young man from Colorado. And he stopped immediately there. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Bears' 6-yard line.
Again, it'll be Edwards. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Edwards. And Edwards trying to push forward, but unsuccessful. They stop him short of the marker. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. From the gun, Kelly. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. And Xavier Legette from a yard out. And the Panthers take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free. And his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
We got 5 players. He uses the game. That's he uses the game.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. They start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out, but I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time what the case was.
But in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage. That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big third down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time this fall. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
Think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams. When a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you're throwing this many.
Black, listen to him. He went out with us during the therapist. Black. He wasn't trying to say those niggas, partner, niggas.
Interceptions, that's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Here's a 2nd and 5.
60 Bison, 60 Bison, go!
Now Kelly. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Edwards now on 1st and 10. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Here's Kelly. Taken across for Panthers touchdown. Cole Kmet, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Panthers take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores. And I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes over the years, if this is an important possession, I think this has to be a possession where they come out with an answer because only a few teams in history ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Second and 10. They'll set up the throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit, and they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's going.
That one's all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Back to throw again. Screen pass to Charles. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Why we got to understand that you had a problem with that.
This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a 3rd down gain of 4.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Stopped him in his tracks. They'll look to throw again. Rifles one, and it's going to be intercepted. And the Panthers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. Think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
They run once more with Edwards. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. He'll try to run for the first with Edwards. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. They'll run for it. It's Edwards. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he short the line to gain. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They run over center Charles. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
2nd and 9 now. Everything falling apart now. Another intercepted. And the Panthers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe just what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out.
19.
Now Kelly. The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
I got robbed for $3,600 in cash, $40 in clearance, and a $40 million ring. I think at that point,
Here's Kelly to throw.
He's got
He's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 29-yard line. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from, working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
They'll run here with Edwards. And he takes it into the end zone for the Panthers touchdown. A great play there. His third rushing touchdown of the year. And the Panthers are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 28-0.
Bears nothing.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, got your fun? All right, throw it out the window. Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. Cowboy 80. Let's go.
They'll set up to throw. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They're going to look to throw. And they'll find the open man. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 24 yards.
First down, Bears.
Again, he'll drop the throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw here. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
This is His old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
First down marker at the 31. It's third down.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Now back to throw. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for the touchdown. You start to feel sorry now for the young man throwing the football. This is really turning into a disaster.
Listen, it's baptism. This is almost a rite of passage. This young in the league, go back and find a Hall of Fame quarterback and check their records for their first 2 years, especially if they started the bulk of the games. I bet you'll find double-digit interceptions on just about every one of them. They have to learn as they go along.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
You've got to be impressed by the defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Here we go, here we go.
The tight end in motion right. They'll keep it on the ground, this time to Charles. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. As they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Sometimes the philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Looking to throw. That is caught. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
First down, Chicago.
On the ready.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And this one is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Let me ask you a question. Because so I think this is going earlier, and I was trying to do this again, right? So which way do you look at this? And I want both. I want the Cash Jones answer, and I want the Watch Your Hand. Okay. So if your two sides do this,
The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
Play action, it's Kelly. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
To throw, Kelly. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hubbard. And the Panthers are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Now Kelly. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Panthers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that as he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he returns this to the 22. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Let's go now. 77
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. We're just looking at the scoreboard and where we're at in the third quarter. I don't know that it's going to matter much at this point, CD, but these small runs on the ground, they're not going to get it done.
No, they're not, and right now, the guys stopping the run have been superior in this ball game, giving them no openings, no seams, and now they've got this game well in hand.
2nd and 9.
Come on.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll leave them with a 3rd and just a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Check the eagle.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
This second best to do you're not going to fall with that. And also you see the angle there. He's a businessman. He's playing on the sidewalk. So niggas should have never even gone to him, expecting that he was going to do this.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Fighting more on the out route for the completion. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And some room to maneuver. Still going inside the 20. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. As confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
2nd and 10 now, 3rd quarter from Charlotte.
Here we go.
He'll drop to throw. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
3rd and 2.
Let's go now.
Able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards that time, and a 1st down on the keeper.
And teams have a tough time running the ball as this one has throughout this game. It's so easy to just say, forget it, let's throw the football. But that's exactly why you stay with the running game. Eventually, you stick with it, you make some adjustments, you often find ways to run the ball better as the game goes on.
Let's go. 70 Timberwolves.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Down the left sideline. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. A huge play there for Chicago. 48 yards.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval as a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Ready. Cougar 19.
Now they send a running back in motion right. He'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball. They also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
This defense just continues to bottle up that ground game. And look, I mean, the deficit right now for this offense is so big that it might not matter. But you're still in the 3rd quarter. They're probably going to have to try things through the air, Charles.
I agree with you totally. That's what they have to do. They do need to run it occasionally to take a few hits off the quarterback because right now, you just know those pass rushers are fired up to get after him.
Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they've moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
They'll set up the throw. And it's caught. And he's going to be stopped shy of the end zone. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And the Panthers defense able to deliver the goal line stand. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like
he's got him in, complete. And they finally get him down at the 46. A big play there for Carolina. 52 yards. So forget about being backed up. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way across midfield. Kelly. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down. But to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. And we're back now in Charlotte. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Kelly. And it's going to be too out of bounds and incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
He was open, they couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because it gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. They'll look to throw now on first down. He's got the connection to Moore. Still on his feet. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 73 yards.
And what a letdown after a huge play. He's going to pull this in and then set sail for the end zone. And he nearly made it, too. But he's going to be tracked down just short of the goal line. So a big play there that's going to set him up with first and goal at the 1-yard line.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal.
Let's go now.
They'll try and sneak it here. No signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. He'll go for the keeper. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1.
But now he appears to be in some pain. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
This Carolina defense looking to keep him out of the end zone once more. 3rd and goal.
Ready? 18. Ryan. Ready?
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. One play, 75 yards. And the Panthers look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable for their opponent was playing, and partner, they do have some good moves left. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
They can find the middle, Jamal Charles. They're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Called it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
When you start running, there's a lot
good pickup of 28 yards.
And the Bears.
Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the fourth quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, we would have had plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
13-yard line.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
60 Bison, 18, Pioneers.
They'll drop to throw. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
In a game that hasn't gone your way, you got to throw in the end zone at every opportunity and hopefully climb back in as much as possible. He put way too much on that throw, though, and that shot ends up with nothing.
And this one is right through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier, and this time there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. CD, I mean, they have just been scoring at will. It's been score after score after score, and a lot of times we use the term blowout for a lopsided ball game. This has kind of gone past that. I think we're in historic territory right now.
You nailed it. Historic territory. Perfect phrase for what we are watching. If this were a movie, what kind of rating would we put on it? Who would you allow to watch what we're watching right now? Let's hope this one gets over fast, because this game well decided a long time ago.
And it will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident that any blowout isn't going to be big enough for them. They're already up 7 full touchdowns, and it's still not stopping them from throwing it deep downfield, taking their shots, trying to add more points.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Wide open receiver complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, 26 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. To throw is Kelly. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Charles, they're still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Yeah, there are a lot of big grins, I think, from people in their families, from themselves.
And the Bears are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get a big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
at the business jump on the first.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Bronco 80.
They're going to look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's caught. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. A gain there of 21 yards. Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now, but as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ballgame.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
There's a short one caught by Logan. And he stops right at midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder what plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
He might throw, might say 17, actually going for touchdown. And
that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a long. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
One side saying the DT's moving smart, trying to play in the profit. Other side saying, looking a little too detailed, a little too thorough. And sitting back like...
After the incomplete pass here now is 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. 19.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And now here's another interception. Brandon Jones picking it off. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout. You and I both know that's pretty unrealistic.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
That
one looks like he'll throw here. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Welcome to another episode, everyone. Here in the Los Angeles County Jail at Southside.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into the next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
2 wins in a row, only 2 yards to show for it. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop for 21 seconds to go in the football game.
At this time, we do this That's the call exactly what he was from. something like North Side.
Third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talking over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
First down, Chicago.
Keep the extra out. There's a bigger game. I wasn't sure if it was fun or what. It's easy to get putting over front. But I think they for the fact that he was going to all game. So he was to super extra out. In the game side. So was his south side. He was just
Coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
The south side was perhaps 26, 27 years old. The Breezy was about 22 years old.
An incomplete pass on first down that leads to a 2nd and 10.
Stuff, put him under your bump, piece him up, had him do enough times with Raymond, and experiment.
Back to throw here. And that's going to be incomplete.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. Actually, I've heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game film from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting it behind them.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it over. And he will bring this one to the fantastic Yankees defense has been rough for this offense. And certainly this single goal to Charles Edson thrown all these interceptions and nothing will be this one taken all the way back for the score.
Nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to EASports.com. The Panthers are winners here as we say so long from Charlotte.
I was very good and took it off from these guys. After this, you went over a bit. Oh, instead of always being on the defense and being attacked, that was the why you were being attacked off. You're the champ. Never. These felt like the individual was too extra out. They just really cross time. They don't like one another. You can tell. It's really like a competition. But I've seen it. I remember playing Burke, looking at his friends on the yard and telling me they were sitting together. That's before I got out. You know what I'm doing to each other. And it's one kid that he could get on the yard. But this one individual was so extra, and he thought he was super extra. It was your best. But he didn't like this, but he was the version of him from the opposite side. These people that did this easy and extra and not with it. Extra is extra out for the south side, it's extra out. And the best is it was the real just fun. I did a short yesterday, and when I come back to short, so I can even make it inside of the door. He's like, headed to the kick. If you let me see it, you'll need a high, or essentially telling me it almost fits down for it. When you got to come to the gate, it's coming to the race and you see the guy. They tell me going on and sit down at the door. They say, open the door. You talking about stick off right there. You know, that's me locked out here. Open the gate. Open the gate to let me in. Yeah, it's telling me. All the black people are upstairs. Opening the door, looking at the time, he was sitting Southside, the one door, the PS4, all of the Southside was drunk, with upstairs. But all of the black stuff was down. The speed, I see they in the door upstairs to the south. In this particular door, the black was upstairs, all of the black, all of the stuff was down. Downstairs was all of the south. The white, they look back. So they get upstairs. The black, they like surround. I'm like, oh, what's that? I said, yeah, it's not as good. Yeah? I'm like, dude, it's like, oh, yeah. I'm like, yeah, I could put exactly what happened at the house. But it was something good. He was down there getting some hot water, making soup. And I shot him, he felt like this being buzzing him or something. They had exchanged words. Easy. But it sounds good. All good. Opposite tension. Between each individual here at the door. It's clear to everyone that they did not pass one another. But this was not necessarily a plan. But the other had that kicked off. But much less this time. It's why we said it was almost kicked off because the south side, the black foot, had begun to group up. South side had begun to group up there in the store. And easy and extras had exchanged volatile words. But nothing had happened. Blacks were really just sort of saying to themselves up there, said that they had armed themselves because they're thinking the Southsiders are about to attack. They were not sure. So I said, okay. So I told the shot caller for the black in the door at the time, well, go down there and let the Southsider shot caller to rein in extra, get a hold of the people. Because from everything the blacks had told me, extra was the one in the room. Easy just did not back down. Extra had to uneasy about something. He thought he should have just took off on him, assaulted him, I mean, because this is just what's happening at this time. This is what I mean. That the blacks have to be more aggressive in these situations. It's time to go on the attack. We're not going to, no, sir, that's over. Those days are over. But they just, no. They're just about to bully us or talk crazy to us, and we waiting on them to attack us, and then we do respond, we defend ourselves. But we're still always on the defensive. I was disinclined to continue that practice. So this individual may go down there and let the shot caller know, bro, his people trip. I didn't even say that we wanted extras removed from the door. Just said, gentlemen, tell the people stop tripping. Come here. You gonna let Peasy know? Bro, stay away from the school. Y'all stay away from one another. Y'all don't like each other. Y'all get along. So stay away. Peasy, stay out of his way. I told Peasy right there, bro, stay out of his way. The shot caller like, man, I don't think that's going. I said, man, bro, what's up? What you want? So, he did go down there and holler at the came back up. We all right there, still talking in the group upstairs. It's tense. It's about to go up. They all explaining to me what happened. I just came back and forth. I haven't been able to get on the phone. Nothing. Now I'm like, oh man, I can't get that. I can't get comfortable. I can't even jump in the shower. Nothing. No. So this situation is resolved. He come back up after speaking to the shot caller. He's just like, man, shot caller said, man, there's people wasn't really involved with this. And I'm like, all story short, I was like, all right, good. Okay. So they're not about to do anything about it. Okay. All right. Now this perturbed me some because I had already been involved in situations where the Southsiders wanted blacks removed from the dorm for minor offenses. They wanted us to attack the brother and get him out of the dorm for whatever infraction that they perceive. Oftentimes, the blacks obliged and got the individual out of the dorm one way or another. When we go to their issue, they steadfastly support their people. And I'm telling the brother, see? Y'all see? Man, we not, bro, they come to us talking about getting rid of one of ours for anything, it's not going to happen. All this stuff is about to, what y'all been owned up in here? That's happening. I said, okay, fine. It's going up. I don't trust you. Ain't about to check extras at all. We check B's. Southsiders had something else in mind. Yes. Really, we hesitate. Put it off. Or attack them tomorrow, or attack them in the morning. What happened? This is, again, changed my mindset about all of this. Should have never put it off. Just attack them right then and there. Put it off. Laying down in the bed the same night, or now it's in the morning. It's about 3 in the morning. I'm tired. I already got up at 3 in the morning the day before to go to court. I'm in bed. At this time, we didn't necessarily have blacks keeping security or any of this stuff overnight. Yeah, all of this changed after this. One of the brothers hurriedly comes and wakes me up.
60 bison, 60 bison.
Outsiders down there grouping up. I saw, I caught it. Now, riots had kicked off at 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning, 2 in the morning, all that. This is nothing, this is record. So I'm like, okay. So I jump up out the bed and I see some of them down there grouping up. Not all of them. You know, I'm down there grouping up. I tell him, wake up all the blacks. I'm waking up the blacks. So the blacks getting up, and the Southsiders, once they see that we're waking up and starting to group up, I hear one of the blacks say, hey, get up here. There's 2 blacks down there. Yeah, we're all upstairs, brother. Southsiders are all downstairs. There's 2 brothers down there. I don't know what they down there doing, man. Program is over. They're not playing cards at the table because they room was downstairs. But the table had the TV and all that. But it's not program time. So they're not, I mean, I don't know what they do. I could have been this way.
Let's go now.
But I don't know. But they down there. So one of the, I didn't even see it. Because I was just busy keeping all the guns. Someone finally caught it. Told them to get upstairs. And when they said that, Southsiders figured, it's about to go up. They attacked. They attacked the 2 blacks that was downstairs. By themselves, caught up. Really, actually. Southsider, he's the first one that attacked. So he's the one that had the problem. So all the blacks be up now anyway. So our thing, you run downstairs. You all run downstairs. We gotta go save you. It's up. And you run downstairs. And it's on. I said, man, we squabbling up. You got 9, they got 9. It's up. Okay. squabbling, and we're stabbing each other. This is what's going on. Got the blacks out of their grasp. And we go at it for some time. And then the police finally, they come and disperse. They come inside of the door. Police. And get out, get out. Everybody get out. They spread their face and all of this. Then it's the police, they line up in unison. 20 of them have their helmets on and they fill the clubs out, they're marching. And they're trained to come and break up these riots and all of this. They come line up outside the gate. And the police let them in and they come in. Get out, everybody get up. So the blacks, we retreat back upstairs. It's over. Not about to be down here with them. They're downstairs. They're all about to lay down on the ground. Get cuffed up or whatever. We're not about to lay down here with them. And we go back up where our bunks are at. We tell the police like, get out. Like, man, we're going back up here. And y'all got to come up here and get us. Man, we're going up here. What y'all got to do? So we go back upstairs. We just basically stand down. We're not even really land. Yeah. Extras, he started talking downstairs. He's yelling out, basically at peace. Like, man, you a sucker. You a this. Now, this is really uncommon for the South Side. They don't really do a lot of talking. They don't talk smacking with that. They just get cracking when it's necessary. When it's time. And so even if his people was telling him, hey, no. We don't do that. He was a little bit younger. Or whatever. Now, started getting their head like, he will do some of that talking. And people started yelling at the steps over, ass up, and sucker. You said, almost knocked you out. Like, well, you ain't do nothing. Like, what's up? And the extras, he jump up. And like he about to come up the stairs. And he jump up. On the south side he jump up. We all jump up. We run back down the stairs. The police right there. We were supposed to be laying down right there to begin. This is why they didn't want us to go up the stairs. Go back down there. The police like, get out. He was attacked. The police, they got up out of the door. They ran out of the door and shut the gate. Like, okay, y'all want to go out again? Handle it. And y'all handle that, man. We sick of y'all. We out. They went out. Closed the gate. They standing right there. The police outside the gate again. And we going back at it. It's up. PC and extras, they're really going at it. They despise one another. Really, at this point, I'm really upset too. They just keep it back on, man. I'm back. He's going down there. He's squatting up. Once again. Finally, people really just get tired. Second one, it went up. And then the first one lasted for some time. This one is going. Let's go out. Go in the corner, over here under the box, with a 5 box. Fighting. 4-on-2s over here. Finally, stop. They sit right there on the stairs. Like, you're not even finna go back upstairs. The police is on. They're not even intervening anymore. Just about to get some rest. Let them get some rest. And then it's back up there. There's a shot caller for the south side. Like looking at the black shot caller. They're looking at it like communicating. Like, what's up? Good. Enough. We went at it 2 times. Pretty hard. So shot caller, we like, man, come upstairs. Telling the black, telling us, come upstairs. And we do so. We all go back upstairs. And we like, what's up, man? We know it's good. And what? I'm like, it's good if they good. they for sure good. I don't really think extras is done. I don't trust this book. Southsiders, they're not really saying that it's over. But you know that extras and easy begin to fight again. They're not going to be happy till they kill. And when they begin to argue, easy gets turned up. He's like, well, so what's up? Easy bleed. No. He bleeding, he already wiped some blood off his face. Extras down there not looking any better. He lumped up. Both of them niggas. Yeah, like they in the backyard, they want to go at a sport. You tell the piece, don't just chill. He's like getting up and start walking towards the stairs. He starts walking down the stairs yet when he's talking. Like, what's up? What's up? And start walking towards the stairs. Easy is in traffic. Extra. Hard to control. Emotions are running high. Everyone at this junction has a taste for blood. You smell it, see it, but we all want more. He inexplicably starts to dart down the stairs before anyone can really grab him and stop him. Bro. And a few Southsiders jumped up and grabbed Peasy. And now they got Peasy down there with them. And we went through a lot of hell getting down there to save people. And in part two, I'll tell you how fires will start. How blood was shed. How easy barely made it up. But we had to go down and rest and clash for the third. It was a splash. It was sick. Won't have you waiting long to bring you part two soon. Because Peasy was down there in a bar. Well, he went down the stairs. Nothing ran down there. Hemmed up. This was crazy. I swear. This was crazy. We had to go down there and try to save me. Why? And it was why when we went down there to get beat. Bring it to you in part two. Stay safe and stay free. Huh? Give me your Oslo's count shirt. We recording?
Appreciated in good faith. They still continue to say we want to build nuclear, we want enrichment at levels that were unacceptable. And they even turned down an offer for unlimited free nuclear fuel forever for civilian purposes. We had people offering them free nuclear fuel. They weren't interested in that because they wanted to build a nuclear weapon. So instead, the regime was trying to reconstitute its weapons program at a different site. They couldn't go back to where they were, the three sites that we obliterated. but they were starting work at another site, a different kind of a site, and that was protected by granite. They wanted it protected. Granite's pretty good, but they wanted it protected by a lot deeper. They wanted to go a lot deeper, and they started the process while rapidly building conventional ballistic missiles. They were going to do it all at the same time. It threatened our overseas bases and soon could have reached even our homeland. The regime's intention was to use this exponentially growing ballistic missile threat to make it virtually impossible to prevent them from obtaining a nuclear weapon. So as you probably saw, they had a tremendous number of missiles, most of which have now been used or destroyed, and very unsuccessfully used because we have been able, for the most part, to shoot them all down. What incredible technology. The Patriots have been unbelievable. And other things. And the laser technology that we have now is incredible. It's coming out pretty soon. We're literally lasers will do the work of, at a lot less cost, do the work of what the Patriots are doing or what other things are doing. The situation was very quickly approaching the point of no return, and the United States found it intolerable, in my opinion, based on what Steve and Jared and Pete and others were telling me, Marco, so involved, that I thought that they were going to attack us. I thought they would, if we didn't do this, at the time we did it, I think they had in mind to attack us. And if you notice, they did something which was very foolish, very stupid, I would say. They attacked their neighbors. And their neighbors were largely neutral, or at least weren't going to be involved, and they got attacked. And it had the reverse effect. The neighbors came onto our side and started attacking them, and actually quite successful. If you look at Saudi Arabia, you look at UAE, Qatar, and others. But they were strong and they were smart, but they got attacked. Nobody, when I first heard it, I said, no, somebody made a mistake. There was no mistake. UAE had over 1,000 missiles shot at it, knocked them almost all down. On the very first day I came down the escalator in 2015, I said, quote, I will stop Iran from getting nuclear weapons. And all I'm doing is keeping my promise. Think of that. That was in 2015. I said, it was a threat then, a much bigger threat now, but no longer a threat, not for a long time anyway. We want to keep it that way. As we continue Operation Epic Fury, we're also focused on keeping energy and oil flowing to the world. And I will not allow a terrorist regime to hold the world hostage and attempt to stop the dual oil supply. And if Iran does anything to do that, they'll get hit at a much, much harder level. I will take out those targets that were easy and that I mentioned just before. We'll take them out so quickly, they'll never be able to recover, ever. If they want to play that game, they better not play that game. In the long run, oil supplies will be dramatically more secure without the threat of Iranian ships, drones, missiles, nuclear menace, or anything. So the Strait of Hormuz is going to remain safe. We have a lot of Navy ships there. We have the best equipment in the world, inspecting for mines. Again, most of their ships are down at the bottom of the sea, but we will hit them so hard that it will not be possible for them or anybody else helping them to ever recover that section of the world. They do anything. In recent years, the regime and its terror proxies have launched attacks on hundreds of commercial vessels. We're putting an end to all of this threat once and for all, and the result will be lower oil prices, oil and gas prices for American families. We've done that. We brought it very low. This was just an excursion into something that had to be done. We're getting very close to finishing that too. In the meantime, during this brief disruption, the United States is offering political risk insurance to any tankers operating in the Gulf. So we're putting up risk insurance. We'll perhaps go alongside of them for protection. I don't think it'll be necessary. If it is, and if they do anything, the price will be incalculable. It will be so great that they will have wished they never did it. Because you have to keep straits flowing. with all of that, it affects other countries much more than it does the United States. It doesn't really affect us. We have so much oil. We have tremendous oil, gas, much more than we need. We have Venezuela now as our new partner, great partner. It worked out so wonderful. We're working with the administration, the president, and it's a massive source of oil, gas, everything. But we're in a very good position, but very unfair to other parts of the world, like China as an example. I mean, we're doing this for the other parts of the world, including countries like China. We get a lot of their oil through the straits. So we're doing this. We have a very good relationship with President Xi in China, going there in a short period of time, and we're protecting the world from what these lunatics are trying to do, and very successfully, I might add. We're also waiving certain oil-related sanctions to reduce prices. So we have sanctions in some countries. We're going to take those sanctions off. Navy and its partners will escort tankers through the strait if needed. I hope it's not going to be needed, but if it's needed, we'll escort them right through. And we have the greatest mine-sweeping ability. We have the greatest ships, and all of it. We know exactly where they're placed. We'll get them out of there very fast, but we hope we don't have any of that. And again, if they do that, if they play that game, we're going to hit them at a level that they have not seen before. So we're winning very decisively. We're way ahead of schedule. Our military is the greatest in the world. It's the greatest equipment and the greatest people in the world. Nobody's ever seen anything like it. Iran, a very powerful country, they were going to take over the Middle East. If we did not hit them, they were going to take over the Middle East. They have thousands and thousands. Since their last hit, they have thousands and thousands of missiles and everything else. Most are now destroyed. But they were going to take over the Middle East. Those weapons were aimed at Middle Eastern countries that had nothing to do with this. They were going to take over the Middle East, and they were going to try and destroy Israel. So we stopped it with good timing, and we're very proud to be involved in this, and it's going to be ended soon. And if it starts up again, they'll be hit even harder. Thank you very much for being here. Go ahead, any questions?
Thank you so much. Do you approve of Iran's new supreme leader? And secondly, can you tell us more about your call with Russian President Vladimir Putin today?
Yes.
What did you discuss?
Yes, I had a very good call. President Putin, and a lot of people on the line from our side, from their side. We were talking about Ukraine. It's just a never-ending fight. And there's tremendous hatred between President Putin and President Zelensky. They can't seem to get it together. But I think it was a positive call on that subject. And we obviously talked then about the Middle East. And he wants to be helpful. I said that you could be more helpful by getting the Ukraine-Russia war over with. That would be more helpful. But we had a very good talk, and he wants to be very constructive. Yeah. Yeah, please.
Thank you, Mr. President. On Iran, you called it an excursion, said it would be over soon. Are you thinking this week it will be over?
No, but soon.
Days?
I think so.
Okay, and
Very soon. Look, everything they have is gone, including their leadership. In fact, there's 2 levels of leadership, and even actually, as it turns out, more than that.